Was it a mistake that they didn't start Malik Willis?
No.
Did they force Jordan Love out there too soon?
No.
No,
not at all.
You saw nothing in his game that was hindered by the fact that they maybe would have put him out there too soon.
No.
Nothing in his game that was hindered.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't 100%. My question is, do you think Malik Willis at 100% is better than Jordan Love at 90%?
I don't know. I'm posing that question.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Is there any reason that you maybe would have saw that there would have been a benefit of having a Malik Willis package out there to disguise something that they were doing?
Well, we ran the Malik Willis play there that I was talking about where we're spinning around doing 360s in the backfield, and they were all over it.
Right.
Again, the beautiful thing about those type of play calls early in the season, they weren't on tape. They were what we call unscouted looks. Now they're on tape. Cat's out of the bag.
100%.
And Love tried to run one, and I was like, for God's sakes, they're going to get him killed back there.
Guys, I'm just asking questions, all right? Do you want everybody that nods agreement? All right?
So
I'm trying to pose a devil's advocate here. Give me
the only thing I would say was if you're maybe wanting like one Taysom Hill package,
exactly. Yes.
Maybe
that's what I was thinking. Yes.
Maybe Matt could have ran that in the second when we were down 28-0. Like, you needed a jolt or something, but you got to let Love. I mean, we threw the ball 30 plus times. 40 times.
Let him play his way through it is what they did.
Yeah.
I think if there was one more score from the Vikings before half, maybe you would have started wondering if the game fully got away from you. Do you leave J Love out there? Maybe you make a swap at that point. I was thinking that, but the fact that we found a way to get a score there and kind of keep ourselves alive, I think it made us really want to stick with Jordan and let him play his way through it. And you see, he did progressively get better throughout the game.
The next game, he's going to be even more equipped. He's going to be ready to go because the longer you push that out, it's going to keep happening. It's only going to build up, and sooner or later, you got to get out there. That's what Balaga, let me keep that up for just a second, please. That's what Balaga was talking about is like, you've got to go out there and take hits. You've got to you've got to feel that confidence again that you're not going to get hurt on that knee. That's exactly it. Same thing, Emilio. I know you know about the ACL, MCL, similar mindset. You've got to go out there and know, all right, I've taken hits. I'm good. I'm good to go. I think you've seen that in the first half. He started selling.
Right. And mine was a surgery. I mean, I feel like his would even be kind of, it's like, the jet, right? It's like Enigbare. I mean, you didn't have surgery, nothing was repaired. Did you strengthen it enough? Did your rehab do everything it needed to do? Is it actually going to be okay? That's a mental hurdle. Love is a tough guy, but I know those things are hard to get through.
Yeah, Reef in the chat says, Love gave us our best chance to win today. His knowledge on blitz is better than Malik. Completely agree. They would have had Malik confused all to hell out there. And for anyone who says, well, you don't know that, yes, we do. We do know that. He's been in the league for 3 years. His former teammates are saying this dude doesn't know ball. And then we design, as everyone's seen with their own two eyes, we design specific packages, specific offense where we're not trying to drive the ball down the field, and we're just simply playing with the ground control, with possession, control the clock, all those things. That's not going to work every Sunday. It's just not going to work. Could it have worked today? It's possible. But then next week we're having the same conversation. Is Jordan's knee going to be ready? Is he going to be good to go? You just paid this dude $220 million, and now all of a sudden we think a guy that no one else in the league was interested in, not even given a 6th-round pick for, he's better than Love? Like, that's the – yeah. I'm with you here, Reef. Like, it's – again, I'm as emotional as the next person. Trust me, I get way too emotional watching the Packers play. But you've got to step back and go, okay, let's take everything into account. Jordan Love had a historic second half of the season last year. The reality is the second half of his season last year was better statistically than Aaron Rodgers' best year. If he had done that in both halves of the season, he would have had Aaron Rodgers' best numbers ever. He would have thrown 2 interceptions and 73 touchdowns or whatever it would have been. Like, now all of a sudden, no, Jordan sucks. Malik's the guy. It's just not – that's not real. It's not a real thing. Yep. And people can fan how they want to fan, but I'm specifically talking to the people that are all over Facebook, and I think some of them are Viking fans and Bears fans who are creating fake profiles just to make us look stupid, who are going to go, Malik Willis is a better quarterback than Jordan Love. Those are the same people that after 2 games, you can literally comb back through their old posts and see that they were the ones going, he only did it a half a season. Well, he did it 8 games. Malik did it 2, but Malik's the guy. How the hell does that make sense? What are we talking about? Malik may be a better football player than Jordan Love. I want to propose a bet. Someone put that money on the table for me. I'd love to see someone bet the farm on that because they're not going to. They're getting emotional, and I think a lot of them are just trolling. I really do. There's no doubt his knee was bothering him. Yeah. You could see all game long, he couldn't drive the ball the way he wanted to drive the ball. But to sit here and pretend like he's going to be or Malik Willis is going to be able to read and recognize the defense when Taylor Lewan came right out and said the dude doesn't know ball, he can't read defenses. And then you go and watch what he did the last couple of weeks. Watch the plays he made. Watch the flood concept we broke down on Chalk Talk. That's a one-read play. That's a pick aside, one read. Oh, hark. He flipped his hips. I'm going to throw a 6-yard out route. And everybody's like, he can read defenses. That's not reading the defense. Like, he may be able to, but we haven't seen that from him. We haven't seen a guy who's going to go out there and put up the type of numbers that a franchise quarterback puts up.
We have seen it from Jordan Love, though, consistently. And we've seen him change protections. We've seen him can out of plays. We've seen him diagnose blitzes. So I agree, Clayton. I'm with you on that one for sure.
I mean, and he attempted 54 passes. He's a leader in yards for this week right now at 389, and completed 59% of them. I mean, that's 60% is not far off from going to be what his year average will be. So,
yeah, exactly. And let's look at the hits here. This is how many times did they hit him? I thought we had a statistic for that. Maybe we don't. During the game, I think they had one. I can't find it. I want to say he got hit 10 times. I want to say Jordan got hit 10 times. I could be wrong. I read it somewhere. If you get hit 10 times and you only give up 1 sack for 10 yards, you were only sacked 1 time, and you've got a sprained MCL, and you still threw for 389 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like, I don't know, man. I think we're being unrealistic to expect that dude to do much more than that. I really do. Jaden Reed, on the other hand, is a freaking dog. And if you removed all the targets, it looked like Dontavian Wicks had a good day. The problem is he got targeted 13 times, only had 5 catches. But he had the 2 touchdowns.
Can we talk about Dontavian? Like, what's going on with him, dude?
Sophomore slump, man. Sophomore slump. Happens to the best of them. We were talking about it in the chat with Justin, Jacob. I see some fans haven't been around for that long, but I'm telling you, you go back to Tay Adams. Adams, they were ready to run his ass.
They were ready to run Tay Adams out of town. I'm old enough to remember that.
I'm old enough to remember that was year 3. Like once you put stuff on tape, they know, okay, here's his strength, here's his weakness, and they're going to start to play you different. They really are. Godsmack AR69 with the super chat. Thank you, buddy. Says, now I see why we pay Jair Alexander so much money. Outside of Mr. Interception McKinney, our secondary was a toilet fire. Dude, I don't know if there's another corner in the game playing better zone coverage this year. My problem is if you look at the statistics, you look at the true analytics, Godsmack, Jair is one of the worst man cover corners in the league this year. So if we'd have had the same play calls today, outside of the touchdown to Justin Jefferson, I wholeheartedly believe Jair doesn't let that drop in the bucket the way Valentine does. I mean, that was a bad look, right? Because I think Jair does have really good ball skills, but he's struggled really, really bad in man coverage this year. There's no doubt about that. I want to say his quarterback rating when target is like 113 or something.
Yeah. What do you think about Elgrim's comment here?
That's the question I want to know, Eldegrim. I want to go back and watch the tape and go, why were they forcing the ball to Tay Wicks? I guarantee you there's a reason. I guarantee you they're bracket covering, maybe Jaden Reed at some point, maybe Dobby, I don't know. But I know this, a large majority of the time that he did throw to Wicks, should have caught the ball.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that? Or am I being too
hard on him on that one that he dropped to hit him right in the chest? But, looking back at it, I think that was one of those old, losing it in the sun kind of thing.
He had 4 balls that he should have grabbed. Easy grabs.
Yep.
It's
the kicker lost us the game, though, right?
Look at Drew D with the
that's a good point, Tim. Hey, that's a good point. You're not
2
wrong.
Missed field goals. 2 missed field goals, 4 turnovers, 2 more turnovers on downs led to 24 points. 24 Minnesota points.
Creepers.
That's in the textbook of how to lose a ball game.
Like Tim just said, like, yeah, it's not on any single one person kind of thing. And I think it's easy to blame it on, because it's a situational down where it's like, hey, that's why I said the kicker is the loneliest position to ever play in football or possibly any sports. You got everything on you, dude. You got the spotlight on you. And we can sit here and say, yeah, you cost us 6 points. Therefore, we lost by 3, or we lost,
Drop touchdown cost you 6 points too.
It was just going to say, there are many more, probably 100 more plays that would literally dictate, not probably, it will dictate whether or not you win or lose this game. It's just we highlight the fact that the spotlight will be on this one possession, this one guy, this one kick. Well, what brought him to that point? You know what I mean?
What brought him to that point, Jacob? 4 for 12 on third down, 38%, and 0 for 2 on fourth down. I mean,
this team lost as a team. This was a team loss. They got back in this game as a team too, and
I'm happy about the 80% red zone. Right, I'll take that all day long. But the fact that we were 33% on third and 0 for 2 on fourth, that's an issue. I mean, that's not converting. That's putting your D-back out there. That's putting them in a bad spot on those 2 fourth downs. And then you add in the 2 kicks. Those are technically turnovers, right? So that's a problem.
Y'all ready for the fastest super chat in PTA history? Y'all ready for that?
Yeah, let's see it.
Mr. Popzilla says, "Go!" I appreciate the super chat.
You little mother.
Hey, listen, seriously, congratulations.
Right.
That team, y'all came out on freaking fire, no doubt about it. And
but Hafley hasn't given up more than 34 yet. I'm just going to put that out there. We're still under that. Let's just.
I just snorted into the mic.
I snorted too.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's going to happen again. And I shouldn't have picked this as a Vikings win at the beginning of the season. Kind of kicking myself for that right now. But
this is your fault, Emilio.
But
sit your butt outside.
It was all part of the plan. We're going to let the Vikings get off to a hot start. And then right around the trade deadline, it's going to start tapering off.
Yeah. So here is the Xavier McKinney interception, just to kind of show you guys the diagram. To me, this looks like cover 3 zone match. And the key here is watch 26. See how 26 is kind of fading out to play like a deep third there. 20 is playing in the middle of the field. To me, that's what it looks like. If and then the number 1 goes vert, so Stokes turns into man coverage. 58 has got the flat if and then with the flat there. And then, of course, you got McKinney being well aware of what they're going to try to do with Aaron Jones, and McKinney breaking on this ball. Listen, I know it wasn't technically an interception.
I was going to say, I don't want to be the damp stick in the mud, but like he didn't. That was
a break on that ball, bro.
Here's a guy.
He's so good though. McKinney's so good.
He
had an amazing break on the ball earlier in the game. This should have been a pick. He was just literally a split second off. Do you remember seeing that one?
Yeah.
Like the guy is so good.
Did you hear him in the pregame when they asked him in the pregame? They asked McKinney. They said, "You're down, Jair Alexander. You're down this." And he I can't even remember what he said exactly, but it was something along the fact that it doesn't matter. We're going to have the ball out. Like no excuses, right? Doesn't matter who's on the field. That dude's the leader of that locker room, and I want to see him step up and be even more of a leader. I love him, man. Again, that's the first time in Green Bay Packer history, if I understood correctly, that a player has got an interception in the first 4 games of his career, first 4 games with that team. So anytime you've done something for the first time since what, Tim, 1919, I think it's kind of a big deal. So
pretty special.
All right. Go ahead, Jacob. What else you got? Anything else in the chat or Tim? Anybody got anything?
Emilio, why are you laughing, Emilio? He's trying to be professional, dude.
I am. I'm keeping it
just hoping you'd keep
it. Didn't have anything to do with that, did
it? Jesus. I tried that already. Dang it.
Just the tip.
I've got nothing else that I want to comment on other than the fact that, like, the penalties. What are we doing with these? Are we – who's to blame for these? How do we shore this up?
I'm to blame because in the pregame, I said I'd be willing to bet the farm that the Packers going to have less penalties than the Vikings. Maybe it's coming next week, boys. Law of averages. But let's see what the penalties ended up being here real quick as we look at the team stats. So penalty-wise –
put up Bill's stats for the game here.
That's actually not as bad as I thought it was. 8 for 68 and the Vikings were 7 for 55.
The problem was we had 5 in the first half.
We had 5 on the first 3 plays somehow.
Yeah, that's why
They'll be running the pyramid. They'll be running the pyramid Monday, definitely.
You guys know I'm the conspiracy guy. I'm just saying, as soon as we were like out of the game, all of a sudden the refs are like, "Oh, let's make this a game. Let's make this entertaining." Just saying.
Let's see what else we got here, boys. Let's go through the box score real quick. That good with you guys? Let's just kind of hit it.
Yes, yeah.
I guess we have to. If you had told me after that game that Sam Darnold got sacked more than Jordan Love, I'd have said you were smoking crack. I'm just telling you. But he did. He got sacked twice for 20, lost 21 yards there. So Sam Darnold goes 20 of 28 for 275, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. So can we please stop pretending like he's not playing good this year? Whoever that applies to, like I've heard some people be like, well, he's not really that. It's like you got to give credit where credit's due. That dude is playing perfectly within the scheme. Obviously, he throws the pick to Xavier McKinney. Other than that, he played pretty darn well.
Tim, was it me and you? I swear, me and you were the ones who were like, watch out for the freaking Vikings this year, because Sam Darnold has never had this is the first year he's ever had he's had 5 different coaches, 5 different offensive coordinators. The guy's never had anywhere to settle down. All of a sudden they get into a position where they got Justin Jefferson. Like, what do you we called it. I think we called it.
I'd rather have McCarthy, say what you want about him being, a high draft pick and all of this, but he's a rookie, and that's the thing with Darnold. Darnold has a lot of starts under his belt, and a lot of different systems, a lot of different places. He's seen a lot of different looks.
First round draft pick.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of saw it coming, and I had a feeling. Now, I will say this. I'm not going to dog Minnesota too much, because if they did anything today, they proved that they're for real. So I don't think there can be any more, there can be no more of this talk like that there's some kind of fluke. Like, this Vikings team is legit. So the power balance in the NFC North is Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay. We all know the truth about the Bears. But when it comes to Minnesota, you got to, like Clayton said, you got to give credit where credit's due. And they've made some moves. They've bolstered their defense. And it showed today. Kudos to the Pack for sticking in it, though, and playing together and, grinding it out, making it difficult in that second half. But, man, did they have us behind the 8 ball right away, early and often in this game. It was looking pretty grim there for a while, boys.
Yeah, definitely. Emilio, what do you got here, bro? Talk to us.
I just pulled up Sam Darnold's chart here in Next Gen Stats. It said Sam Darnold was most effective in rhythm dropbacks against Packers between 2.5 and 4 seconds, completing 14 of 19 for 215 with 2 touchdowns and a pick.
Mila, where was the pass rush? Where was it? It's on a milk carton somewhere, because I can't find this person.
I think maybe we need a little more NASCAR stand up or something. I mean,
did we see any overload today?
Switch up the rotation. I don't
remember seeing any blitzes of anything. I mean, I just looked.
I'm just saying, like we were talking about pregame, like wide nines, and then moving guys, overloading to a side. I don't think did we see any of that? I mean, we'll have to check.
That's a great point. I don't know if I remember one time we played with an overload. Emilio, do you remember seeing one?
Not from what I was watching. No, but I also did kind of miss that first half a little bit. So second on it,
we'll have the Keyshawn highlight. We'll have the nickel blitz highlight.
Yeah, right. That was nice. Break that down.
That was one of the worst moments of today. Was the fact that I had to relate what was happening to Emilio in text form. And he'd be like, "Oh my God, what just happened?" And then, like 3 plays after the worst thing happened, he'd be like, "Oh no!"
Jacob's like screaming into his phone.
Jacob's trying to snap his phone in half.
Legit. Another snore. Right. Sorry. So Aaron Jones finishes the day 22 carries for 93 yards. Let's see. Let's go to the Packers side here first of all. Jordan Love. 32 of 54, 389 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, been sacked once for 10 yards. Josh Jacobs, 9 carries for 51 yards. He's averaging over 5 yards a carry.
We got to give him the ball more than 9 times a game.
Come
on.
That's weird. What the happened there? What happened there?
I don't know. Emmanuel Wilson, 8 carries for 27 yards. Jordan Love carried it once for 6. That's where he got banged up on the knee there. Jaden Reed had 1 carry for 2 yards. Receiving, newsflash, Jaden Reed's a dog. 7 catches for 139 yards and a touchdown. Guys, he was targeted only 8 times and he made 7 catches. That's
Do you
just
think
phenomenal.
at this point, when they ask who the wide receiver 1 is in Green Bay, it's Jaden Reed?
Oh, absolutely.
I think it is, right?
Yeah.
It just is.
Yep, I think he is the best receiver.
And it's not a traditional, like it's not like he's an X. They're using him every. He's like a Debo / Randy Moss / like whatever. He does everything. He just does everything.
Listen, they said Jaden Reed caught 7 of 8 for 139, generating a career high plus 61 receiving yards over expected. He caught all 3 of his intermediate targets, 10 to 19 air yards for 60, including his lone touchdown. Reed was most effective against off coverage, where he was targeted 9 times, catching 4 of 72 and a score.
Dude, like that's crazy good. Like he's so good.
Yep. And we needed him. And now this was the Love one that they had. Said after completing just 9 of 12 passes under 10 air yards for 59 in the first half, 4.9 yards per average, Love was more effective on underneath pass attempts in the second half, completing 14 of 16 for 117 and 2 touchdowns at 7.3. However, Love struggled against the Vikings blitz throughout the day, completing 16 of 25 at negative 5.3% CPOE for 157, including 1 touchdown and 2 of his 3 picks. So he was not cooking against the blitz, clearly.
Definitely. And,
but look at that target map. I mean, that looks like that was what Caleb Williams threw for 52 times last week. I think Love threw 54 this. Let's see.
Yeah.
54, 32 of 54.
You might have to ice that arm down today, boys. No doubt about that. All right, let's see. Tucker Kraft targeted 9 times, 6 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown. Had a long of 21. Oh, sorry. And obviously he had that fumble there at the end. It's tough. I think we would all agree he should have went out of bounds. But, man, what are the chances that ball doesn't bounce out of bounds? It just kind of sticks in the – you know what I'm talking about?
First of all, that was
Outside
just
arm.
a phenomenal defensive play.
Yeah, just punching it
You
out.
have to give it up. I mean, a perfectly executed punch out. And you're right. It doesn't happen if Tuck goes right out of bounds there. And we just keep that drive rolling. It's unfortunate, but that was a hell of a play by that.
I absolutely hate that Tuck Kraft had to have, like Tim just said, the most precise. It was like Chuck Norris, Tuck Norris, with a right hook. There was no way you can combat that, man.
Heard it from a fan right here.
It's ninja on ninja. There's no way of combating that.
Here's a guy.
There's just no way of combating it, man. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's Pokemon. You know what I mean? It's what it is.
There you go. All right. On the defensive side,
Hadouken!
Quay Walker, 8 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for a loss. Eric Stokes with 7 tackles. Keyshawn Nixon with 7 tackles, a sack, and a tackle for a loss. Also, he forced a fumble. Keep that in mind. Isaiah McDuffie, 7 tackles. Rashawn Gary had 4 tackles. All 4 of them were solo. Edgerrin Cooper had 4 tackles. 4 tackles, 1 for a loss. It feels like Coop was in there a little bit more.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the snap counts in this one. He definitely had more than he had last week, for sure.
I agree. Kenny Clark continues to just disappear, man. Only 4 tackles. Xavier McKinney, 4 tackles. Javon Bullard had 4 tackles, 1 for a loss. LVN had 3 tackles. Devontae Wyatt had 3 tackles, 1 for a loss. And we'll stop right there. Xavier,
we gotta have some fun, boys. Come on, let's shake this loss off. Come on now.
Oh God.
Xavier McKinney with the interception. Keyshawn Nixon. They threw Keyshawn Nixon out there, baby. They said, "Hey, get on out there, return a punt since they're going to kick it through the end zone." He got 1 yard. All right, so his long of the day was 1 yard.
Got 1.
Braden Iverson with the big goose egg. He was 3 for 3 on extra points, but missed both field goals. And then, of course, Daniel Whelan just continues to do Daniel Whelan things. That dude has just got a cannon for a leg. So, I'd never feel good about bragging about the punter. You know what I'm saying? Just
right.
That's
not
not
a good
fun.
look.
Not fun. So, there you go. That is your box score. As far as Justin Jefferson, 8 targets, 6 catches, 85 yards, and that touchdown. Jordan Addison, 4 targets, 3 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown. They got a lot of weapons, man. There's no doubt about it. Aaron Jones was targeted 5 times. He had 4 catches, 46 yards. I'm still pissed off that Aaron Jones isn't a Packer. I try to hide it. I try to lie about it, but, man, it bothers me. It's like
And to think that, like you'd see him get more of a workload than Josh Jacobs. We talk about Josh Jacobs being like, a workhorse back, a back that you can
younger, healthier.
Yeah, give him more carries. You can really lean on him in the run game if you need to. I think it's just something that
I'm sorry, I
don't remember having those conversations when he first signed with the team.
No, 100% I did. I didn't obviously I didn't make that sound drop either. Who did that? Was that you, Emilio?
No, it wasn't
you little shit.
It wasn't me.
I'm just saying, it sucked. It definitely sucked today. Aaron Jones came into town and he said, "Hey, guess what? Y'all should have paid me." And like you just said, the most baffling thing in my brain right now is we let Jones run 9 times. I'm sorry, Jacobs run 9 times. 9 times? 9 times? Isn't that from the Ferris Bueller? He was absent 9 times.
And then you heard in the presser there.
Wait a minute. Did Clayton just say he's never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Did you actually just say that, Clayton?
Yeah. Go ahead, Tim. What was you going to say?
No.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's fine.
No. You've never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Clayton?
Clayton, you've never tried to take the miles off the car?
No, man. Listen, I'm a mature adult. I don't watch movies.
What the? Wait. You've never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Are you serious?
Jacob, you want me to answer it 6 times?
No, I really do.
I'll stand on the chair. Let me stand on the chair. I've never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
You heard it from a fan right here.
All right, chat. Let him have it. Let's go. Let's go. That's maybe worse than the loss.
That's worse than the loss.
Maybe, dude. I'm serious.
Emilio, have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it, but man, the chat is not backing up Jacob like we thought they were. Everybody's saying
what are you talking about?
Everyone in the chat saying, "No, I've never seen it. No problem, never seen it." No, I'm just saying, put the car up on blocks, put it in reverse, and fire it up to see if you can take the miles off it.
Eric Sutherland said, "I haven't seen it either. I like girls." Lord have mercy.
Are you all right over there?
No, depression. Yes, you guys are gonna make me Joe Biden right now.
You're an amazing person. You know that, don't you?
Oh my God, this show sucks so bad, man. I don't even like these guys.
Cheese curds and my stomach hurt all the time, but I do eat them though.
All right, what else we got here, guys? This thing's crashing and burning here.
Elder Grimm says, "Sign Biden as our kicker."
No.
Let's go. Oh gosh,
unbelievable.
Oh Lord,
Emilio, anything else next gen stats wise? Did a fan do anything interesting today?
Let's see. Did we get
I got some advice for y'all. Take 2 weeks off, then quit.
I wish I could quit.
I was in PFF a little early, and they did have some early numbers. I think they had X at about a 90 grade.
Already?
Yeah, well, they disappeared. It was up there for a second, and then it disappeared. So I don't know how it happened, but they had him at a 90. I think they had Stokes was looking rough on his. I think he was like a 30. But, I mean, it's tough. I don't know what to say. I'm happy that the defense didn't give up more than they ever have this year. We still lost our, we needed to hold Aaron Jones. We kept him under 150, but need a little bit more.
I'm happy the most that this team didn't lay down, that they didn't lay down and get boat raced at home. They fought till the bitter end. They had to play against the clock as well as the Vikings there at the end. And after not doing yourself any favors in that first half, you really showed a lot of fight. So as fans, we have to remember that. It would have been real easy to just kind of, lay down and, wait for next week. And this team didn't. They fought till the end. So there's a lot to be proud of there.
That's what Reef said right here. To your point, Tim, he said we acted like Green Bay rolled over. They didn't.
Absolutely,
that's his point.
I agree 100%.
We did fight, and to be honest, a guy like me, guys, I'm a pessimist fan. I can't help it. It just is. It's in my blood. It's in my darn. I literally had hope going into like the last to second drive, and that's saying something because I mean this team they dug deep. They did not want to be trampled over. They didn't want to be embarrassed. They actually, if things had worked out, it would have been great. And also, Coach Lynn says Ferris Bueller's a classic. Come on, man, stop it. How do you not know that, Clayton? Come on,
man. We just got running water out here. I don't know, just a couple years ago.
Wash your hands, wash your butt, man. That's it. That's all.
That's what you do with that creek water too, man. So, hey, I got an idea. Why don't we give away an autographed Antonio Freeman jersey? That sound good?
Ish.
All right.
That is a list right there.
Yeah, it
money,
is.
Money, big money, big money, big money, big money.
This is all of our YouTube subscribers that are subscribed to the channel here. Not subscribers, members of the PTA Posse. Also, members in our Patreon group. All right. So we got everybody on here, 151 on the list. Eric
It's already rigged.
Says it's rigged. So we're going to spin it, and whoever's name it lands on, we're going to be giving away an autographed Antonio Freeman jersey. Okay.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
The home green as well. So
got the pinky wheel ready to go.
How about these hands?
let's spin it. Here we go.
Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy.
It's cooking.
Is it going to be?
Going.
So wait, it's where the needle is, not where the pinky is? Chet?
Yeah.
This should be an easy person to find. Oh, Chet.
Are we spinning three? Are we spinning three because we got YouTube in there now, or what are we doing?
I don't have the energy to spin three. All right, let's do it. We'll do it. All right. So we got Chet.
Gotta get a couple backups here.
Yeah, you're right. We do. So Chet is the winner. If we don't hear from
Chet's out at the steakhouse right now.
If we don't hear from him, if we don't hear from Chet, then we're going to give the autographed jersey to Chet's at steak. Unbelievable.
Chet's at a steakhouse buying his wife a Coke.
Who in the hell is a Chet anyway?
Dane Strong.
Yeah, we know Dane. What up, Dane?
Dane has won before, too. Look at Dane.
Stromstad.
What was that? Stromstad. All right, so Dane Stromstad is the backup winner. Again, Chet is the actual winner. Mike Berry says it's rigged, unless it lands on his name, of course. Who the hell is Chet? Greg, I have no idea, sir. Here we go.
I don't think that is a real person. That is not real.
You tell that to my stepdad, Chet.
It's like Zane Anderson. And
Undo Milton. I've never heard that person's name.
I'm pretty sure I bought a dime bag off of Hundo Milton back in the 90s.
You heard it from a fan right here.
Right, so
Mike Berry says rigged again every time Mike's name doesn't get picked.
All right, so the winner is Chet. Chet, reach out to me, and we'll make sure someone's not trying to trick us here either. We got some ways to cross check and make sure someone's not pretending to be Chet. Chet is Chet, and we'll know if Chet's Chet or not. You know what I'm saying? How much Chet could a Chet?
How much Chet could a Chet if a Chet could not Chet?
All right, this show sucks. Anything else, guys? For God's sakes, wasting my life up here.
Things could be a lot worse. I could be a Bears fan.
I agree.
Lord.
Tim, you have the floor, Tim, with no interruptions. Tim, talk to him.
The wheels are not off yet, guys. Like I said, this team had a lot of fight, right? So we're 2-2. It is what it is. I believe even the Bears are 2-2. It's going to be a fight. There's a lot of ball game left. Don't get too down. Don't get too negative. We've got to do a lot of breakdown this week. See what the hell happened out there. How can we adjust? Because we don't have such a great track record on West Coast road trips, and we've got a tough game against the Rams next week that we can't afford to lose. We can't afford to lose another one. Teams can slowly get addicted to losing here. So I think it's important that we bounce back. And like I said, we got to lean on the fact that we fought hard towards the end of this game, and we did. I don't care what anyone says. We went out on a positive. We took it down to the wire. We're still in that game till the bitter end. So, just keep your head up, Packer fans, and let's learn from this and move forward.
Definitely. Shout out to Travis. Travis in the chat said, thanks for making this loss less hurtful. Guys, that's the goal. Whether we win or lose, if it's a loss, we're not going to get in here and be depressed. We're going to talk about what happened, but have some fun too. So, Mr. Larry.
I was going to highlight that
known
one.
as the snort episode. Thanks for the after loss relief. Go Pack, go. Thank you, Larry. We appreciate you, buddy, for sure. And go Pack. 84 fan says Josh Jacobs will eat next week and will go for 150 plus. I hope so, man. I hope so. So, all right. Emilio, what do you got, sir?
Yeah, the Vikings still haven't lost this year. They're undefeated since the start of preseason. So we ran into a buzzsaw, right? But we're halfway to 13-4. I think that, Tim's right. We do need to turn it around going across over to the Rams. But yeah, the team didn't give up. I'm happy that if we didn't, just flop and only, score 3 points the rest of the game. So I'm not mad about it. We put up 22 points in a quarter. I think that'll, that's something they can hang their hat on. It's like, the Patriots were down 28-3 in the Super Bowl. So we need something like that. I'm glad that they kind of experienced that feeling. Yeah, we didn't get the win, but maybe they know next time what they're going to climb, what they need to do to climb out of it. 1 or 2 catches, a third down that we get, another run, something like that. One less mistake from Love. All those things can add up. And I think we just need to clean up the penalties. We need to get it under 5 a game 100% and just keep working. Long season.
I don't know if this is accurate or not, but someone just tweeted at me at Dalvin Cookin, Jordan Love PFF grade versus the Vikings, 64.7. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be honest with you. So that was interesting.
That's what I probably should have looked at when I was in there early. Duh.
So you were in PFF earlier looking at the grades already.
Yeah, and they were up, and then they said that they were still like going through them and going through the second look, and then I refreshed it, and then they all disappeared. So.
Man. That's how it goes. That's how it be sometime, That's how it be. Jacob, you got anything that's not toxic?
Well, I could try. Eric basically reiterated what I thought. My kids just said I act like a child. No, Eric. No, that can't be. And Greg Rice says it still hurts so badly that the Oxy can't touch it.
The grades are up, actually.
Are they? Yeah.
We can hit on them now, or if y'all
they were that bad that they were just like, let's put these out.
They were that bad that they put them out. Is that what you said?
I'm just asking. Is that we're like, we got to get these out of here?
I don't know, man. We're at 117. Why don't we dive into the PFF grades tomorrow? Does that sound good, fellas?
Yeah, sure.
I've had enough of this already. This is yeah. Cheesehead Murph, thank you, buddy. Go Pack, go to you.
Boy, Murph, I like it. Stay positive out there, Packer Nation. We're all right. We're 2-2. We're a 500 team. We'll get over the hump.
As much as I hate to do this, Tim, Go Pack 84 fan says 65%.
Cue it up.
65%? Is that what? We're going to win 65% more of our games or what?
65%.
65%. That's what we. All right, I'm going to give you a couple here. Zach Tom, 81.2. Jaden Reed, 77.8. Rasheed Walker, 73.2.
There we go.
Jordan Love is 71.0. So actually graded out pretty well. So it has. Really? And look at Sean Ryan again, 68.6. So Sean Ryan might be turning the corner, boys. Don't look now. He might be turning the corner.
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre.
The one I felt like had a bad game was Josh Myers. They've got him at a 61.3. There's a couple times I've seen him get turned around. So there you go. All right. With that being said, we're out of here. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Xavier McKinney, 91.2 grade. So take that to the bank. Evan Williams, 11 snaps, 80.9. So Evan Williams might be getting a few more snaps. But Tim, you wanted that snap count on Edgerrin Cooper? 21.
21. So he was at 14 last week, right? Something like that. So peppering him
in a little
more. We saw a little less Zay McDuffie there towards the end. So shout out to Cooper, man. If he's starting to grasp some of these concepts here, he's going to be a deadly weapon for us on defense for sure. I look forward to seeing him and JJ Enagbare flying around in some of these sets. So keep your eye on 56 out there.
Also, real quick, guys, hit that like. We haven't asked you to do that today, so we apologize for the shameful promotion there, but please hit that like. Please. Come on.
It's early, but Edgerrin Cooper looked like he graded out pretty bad. We'll see if that changed. These, like I said, they usually change within 24 hours. Also, scan the QR code in the upper right. That'll send you to our Patreon group or go to patreon.com/Packer Fan Total Access. And that's how you can get yourself entered into the contest, but also support the show and have some awesome conversations in there.
Which direction was that, Emilio? Show me real quick. No, it's over there. Okay, good.
Emilio.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, we're out. Appreciate everybody. Tim, can you help me,
those
sir?
of you listening on the pod?
Thank you for making us part of your day. Again, we don't know why, but you did, and we appreciate it. All right. As always, let's go out and be the change we want. I about said the shame. Let's go out and be the change. Let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world.
Bon dia.
Go Pack, go.